Welcome to the F and Adam Show. We are here. Run It Back season's over. Game 3 tonight in where? In Texas.
In Dallas.
Yeah, not in Boston, where Tom Brady is already hung it up several times, but he's being celebrated in epic fashion. We want to put some love on that. Everybody will be talking about it tomorrow, so we'll set the table. We've also got the latest on the Chargers and the Broncos. We heard from the maniac, Jim Harbaugh, who had like a 17-minute soliloquy, just a love fest for Justin Herbert, which we love. Sean Payton talked about his quarterback situation yesterday, his bundle of QBs out there in Denver. So we've got some sportsbook giveaways. You love FanDuel, Game 3 tonight. Who hits the first basket? You let me know. I'll let you know who I think. We're doing a little bonus bet action today on the show, and follow our socials at Up and Adam Show. Get us on YouTube. I'm on the YouTube chat. Hammy, what do we got going on?
You see that next thing that's in
Yeah.
in the tease for the show?
What does it say? Will you read it?
I'll decide what thing I hate the most.
I'll decide. Hey, everybody. Hey, America, I'll decide what thing I hate the most. And Colts linebacker E.J. Speed, who had over 100 tackles last year. He has been heating up the AFC South rivalries. Let's go. Kay's favorite movie, TV series, and sitcom. Anything with Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Let's go. Okay, Sham Charania just did a walk-off as if he was Tom Brady retiring and getting his number retired at Patriots Place today. He walked off like, it's my last, see you next year. Doing this whole walk-off, and he's Run It Back isn't over.
Yeah, I guess they are still going. He really made it sound very final.
Well, I was thinking, why would the season be over Game 3? It hasn't even been played yet.
The time in studio for him is over.
Yeah, he does whatever that man wants. Everyone gives me so much shit for like, oh, you're in Cabo sometimes. Shams is in and out, here, there, all over the place. We never know where he is. He's always in a hotel room, a hotel lobby sometimes.
Yeah, but he's working all the angles. He's not just.
Oh, I'm not just talking about things that I hate.
Yeah.
We're playing a game about things that I hate today. Apparently, I don't know anything about it, but I do know that 19 teams had camp started yesterday, mini camp vibes. So I wanted to start with the Chargers. We're not going to talk about the Jets, are we?
Not today.
Not today. Well, we'll save that for another day. We're going to start out west where we are and focus in on the Chargers, where they've been focusing on Jim Harbaugh, offensive coordinator Greg Roman. I'm talking about they, the royal they, we, they, all of it. And how we're going to get Justin Herbert even further developed, maybe take some things off his shoulders to make it easier to do some things on offense and fix things on defense, right? And we've heard Jim sort of glaze over, sort of generically talk about his quarterback. Here's what he had to say yesterday about Herbert.
I knew he was really good, but you know, when you're right up, next to watching, where you can, feel the way, the ball comes out of his hand. I mean, it comes out a lot. It's going a lot faster than you think. He's bigger, taller, smart. Incredible the way he picks things up, masters things. Just when you think he can't go another rung on the ladder of my esteem anyway, he finds another one. To the point, the athleticism and the strength, really, he could play tight end here, he could play edge rusher here. And the arm talent is even better than advertised. It's an exciting thing. I found myself just sitting at my desk at times and going, he's on our team,
What a psychopath. Wait, I love him. Great cut up.
It's unbelievable. He could play every position on the team.
Edge rusher, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, he's taller. He's bigger.
And on the ladder of my esteem, how much higher could he go? He could catch the ball, he could throw the ball, he could do anything. Yeah. So he got specific. He got into the nitty-gritty of, you think he likes his quarterback? You think he's ecstatic? Yeah, and he should be, as we all know, top 5 yards and touchdowns since he broke into the league in 2020. Second passing attempts per game, he's taken the 3rd most hits. That speaks about what's on his plate, how much he's gotten putting on those beautiful shoulder pads of his. Justin's former teammate, Chris Harris Jr., got us thinking last week in the discussion of why the numbers and the talent that we know he has. Chris Harris is like, I knew he was a problem the first time that I saw him. Why isn't it translated to team success? We were talking about that with Chris Harris, and he brought up the fact that Herbert has never had a top-ranked defense. We did some digging. We wanted to see how Justin's defense is stacked up against guys who have had team success. Check it out. This is an indictment. Wrap it up and smoke it. Unbelievable. Herbert's defense has ranked 28th in points allowed over his career as a starter. All of his contemporaries had defenses that rank in the top half of the league. Lamar, #1 defense. Josh Allen, #2. Mahomes, 7th. Burrow, only real outlier there at 14th. And as far as the older guys that he's overlapped with, Tom Brady's defenses, as we all know, gave up the fewest points in the NFL over the 21-year span of his career. That's why they're sitting on that dais at his roast, because he knows how good they were and how meaningful and impactful and why he has those rings as far as a team sport and as part of a team win. Big Ben's defenses ranked 2nd. Even Aaron Rodgers' defenses, which we love to clown on and hit like it's a piñata at an 8th grade's birthday party, those were 8th, top 10 defenses, even for Rodgers in a Super Bowl winning, contending, really competitive, far into the playoffs world. So I'm not bringing this stuff up to take anything away from any of the guys I just mentioned. These are the greats. Just to show you and illuminate the Chris Harris thing that's true, okay? We lose sight of the fact these quarterbacks don't win games by themselves. It's almost impossible to find a quarterback that wins without the support of his defense being top 10, top 11, top 12. And hopefully the new Chargers regime with Harbaugh and Ortiz, who we love and we met on the show, a GM who gave us his time, we appreciate that so much. You build around him, and you really got to focus on the defense. Like I love hearing the soliloquy and the Mr. Smith goes to Washington filibuster of Justin Herbert and all of his goodness, but talk to me about that defense. How are they going to help him? Because that's what he needs, I think, more than anything.
Yeah, and it's, they've tried. You bring in Khalil Mack. You have both. It hasn't all worked together for whatever reason. And, I think it's still going to be a process. I don't know if they've done enough to address it this offseason, but it should definitely be better. And obviously they focused on protecting him too, building up that offensive line. So it's going to start looking a little different. But yeah, it's staggering to look at those numbers and just see every successful quarterback had good defenses for the majority of their career. It really is true.
To just run the ball more so the defense is on the field less? Is it more? But are those running backs going to, do you have faith in those running backs? It's interesting. If they're not flashy names, but they've certainly had moments and shown us what they could do.
Yeah, and when J.K. Dobbins has been healthy, he's been phenomenal. Amazing. It's just he's coming off of, he's had serious injuries back-to-back years. It's a great question. And yeah, running will help the defense. And that might be it all plays into it, right? You're throwing the ball that much, your defense is on the field more, they're not going to be as effective. You're right. Running the ball, keeping the defense off the field should help that defense be better too.
The ladder of my esteem. I'm going to use that. On the ladder, I don't know what he could do to get higher on the ladder of my esteem. What? From the Chargers situation, let's stay in the AFC West and talk a little bit about the Broncos quarterback situation. Want to know why I want to talk about this? I really didn't want to, and then I saw all of your clown tweets, everybody. Your clown tweets saying, Zach Wilson, there's nothing going on. Who's reporting? Anybody who's there, who's watching the thing, knows it's Bo Nix week 1. Like, it's no thing like you have Julius Thomas saying it's week 1, like it's some competition. Listen to the coach, and that's all you have to listen to. Like, he's lying to you. What are you thinking? It is an all-out, in my opinion, competition. It's, as he is saying so clearly, it was assumed Bo Nix would have a clear path, but there are rumors about Wilson looking good. We know he has the athleticism. We know Sean Payton made the move to get him. It was a very alt move. It was a very, I have a healthy ego. I can do something that they weren't able to do with this guy. You think he's not going to want to play with that a little bit and see what he's got? He wouldn't have made the move if it wasn't going to be a competition. We hadn't really heard him weigh in until yesterday afternoon, and here you go, tweeters. Here you go.
I think when we get into training camp and we get into the preseason games, I think oftentimes the decisions take care of themselves, but the object is to win. And I understand the question relative to, but in our league, it's year to year. And so, man, we're competing to win this year. And we're going to make the right decision relative to who gives us that opportunity.
I get it. Like, some of you think he was taken in the first round, whatever they're doing. But you think coaches, I 100% believe Coach. He is going to go with whoever gives them the best shot. He's going to make the right choice. He doesn't punt on seasons, okay? In 16 years as a head coach, he's never won fewer than 7 games, so this job is going to have to be earned, and that's why I don't dismiss Zach Wilson as a candidate. I think it was a really thoughtful decision. I think there were other candidates he could have looked at to bring in. Maybe a Sam Howell earlier who got snatched. Like, there were other dudes. You can chime in if you want, Hamilton. Is there any other people he could have looked at?
Yeah, I mean, there were Justin Fields was another one he could have made a move for, and it doesn't sound like they really aggressively pursued that either. Yeah. So Zach Wilson, it was an intentional choice.
I don't think it was like a let's get a body in here and like give it
Yeah.
to Bo and maybe he'll learn something from Zach Wilson. No, he sees something he wants to uncork in the sucker. Let's just be honest here. James Palmer, he's as close as anybody. He's at these practices. He's plugged in. He told us that Wilson he put this thing on the map for us. He's looking sharp at ETAs. ESPN reporters reporting that he's looking good as well. We saw the ability he had coming out of BYU. Somewhere along the line, things were broken for him. We get that, and it's hard to peel that back. It is very hard to put the quarterback toothpaste back into the tube, but if anybody can do it, and I believe that, and has the talent to do it, it is Sean Payton. So I'm not writing Zach off as a candidate here. And the worst case scenario is that he does his thing and gets the best out of Bo.
Yeah.
Like, this is not a bad thing, uphill battle for this team right now because they do have a lot of holes. But he's going to compete his ass off. I love hearing that from Coach. And listen to this. From 2000 to 2023, we have seen 69, Gronk, how are you? We have seen 69 quarterbacks go in the first round. 30 of them failed to take their team to the playoffs as a primary starter. Only one of those 30 had a successful second act, taking their team to the postseason. Do you want to take any guesses out there, or you know the answer? Any guesses on who? Smoking Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler! Let's go! That's it. He's the only one. Smoking Jay. That's the entire list out of 30. The odds are very stacked against Zach when you look at track record. But I'm still not counting him out with a coach known for defying convention. He almost turned Jameis around. That got derailed because of an injury. I have a feeling this is going to be one of the more intriguing quarterback battles in the league, and coach is getting zero sleep. Clicker. Next, Nick, whatever, trying to decide who it is. And hopefully it is close, and I just value and know that they'll make the right decision, and I'm here for the fireworks. Okay, we will be back right after this. We're going to dig into some of my favorite values over at FanDuel Sportsbook. We are going to talk to EJ Speed, who is so fun and delightful. Cannot wait to talk to him. And let's talk a little Game 3. Sean, pretending it's the end of the world. I'm like, that's a weird time to have your Season 2 finale.
What a walk-off.
What a walk-off. Hi, YouTube. Are we doing something in this break?
Brady.
Oh, everybody. Hold on, let me get this. I'm excited about this. And I haven't seen, have you seen this like in the, I feel like they just want it to happen.
Yeah.
So, the Patriots are celebrating the Hall of Fame induction. Come on in, Steven, go ahead. It's okay, we're on our break. No problem. The Patriots are tonight, the Patriots are celebrating their Hall of Fame induction for Tom Brady. He is, look at this. Look at how, this is going to be amazing. So basically, here's what I know. Where is this? Okay, it's happening tonight. You guys can stream it on patriots.com. I would say it's a sold-out stadium, which I think is incredible. Not surprising, but imagine what that's going to be like. Sold-out stadium, and then I'm hearing like hundreds of former Patriots who played with Tom Brady. Those, like, Super Bowl rings, and I hope they're all wearing them. I hope is he going to wear them? Like, please, Tom, please wear all of them. That's the most iconic imagery, the most whatever. I wonder if he gets emotional. I wonder if it's like being there in that place. I was there when Tampa took them on Sunday Night Football or Sunday Night Football, when Tampa, on their way to the Super Bowl, took out, and it was just one of my most memorable NFL experiences. I wonder if it'll be Waterworks. Who's having the after party? It says it's from 7 to 9. Kraft, are you throwing that thing? Are we doing an all-nighter in the stadium? Is Edelman getting on the mic? Is Gronk back in New England? I mean, we've had a lot of Hall of Fame induction ceremonies. This is the most important one. And by the way, there's a musical guest. I'm bothering everyone I know in Boston about who's this musical guest. I can't find out. That means it's somebody huge. Yeah. If I can't find out, I have no idea. But like all your favorites, Rodney, McGinnis, they're all going to be there. I can't wait.
Yeah, and I don't think we've never seen anything like this for a player being inducted into his team's Hall of Fame. Usually they do it like before a regular season game. Yeah. And
middle of June, quietly.
Yeah.
Much quieter than the Netflix thing. It's for them. I'm almost thinking that's what it is. It's for Boston. And I know Celtics is happening. And the only thing that could possibly draw Patriot, Bostoners, New Englanders eyes away from Game 3 against the Mavs tonight is this amazing moment where like that matters, and we'll maybe they'll have it on a full screen, a big screen somewhere, but this matters so much more. It is going to be an iconic night. I cannot wait to unpack it tomorrow. Who's the musical guest? What do you guys think? Who do you think? Like Bon Jovi? Cassie? I don't know. All right, back on FanDuel TV here, Up and Adam show. Tom Brady's induction ceremony tonight, guys. Who do you think's performing? Is somebody making a speech? You can stream it on Patriots.com, which I love. And I just want to say, I don't even know, I was trying to think of like my favorite Tom Brady memory. And it's just every time I've ever been in his presence. It's kind of cheesy, but he's the same every time. And it's always something different. I think I saw him like in Tribeca once, walking down the street with his son, going to Whole Foods. Wonderful. Saw him doing philanthropy work, always showed up for his teammates when I lived in New England, serving tables, doing whatever, being that guy, what can I do, how can I help? Like obviously like all the cameras, everything's swinging to him when he walks in. He's just like an otherworldly character. He looks like he's out of a GQ page that's already been airbrushed. Like that's just what he looks like in his presence, but always the same. Always delightful, always, hey babe, always, how are you? Always on a red carpet for an event, always looks, down, way down. How are you? What's going on? He's here. Always makes, I think, everyone feel that way. And that's, I think, my favorite Tom Brady memory is he celebrates his induction tonight is just all the delightfulness that comes out of him all the time. And I can't wait. Now he's going to go to the booth. Like, Tom Brady just keeps going.
Yeah, it's like he's raising the bar every year now.
Don't ruin this with some bullshit Giants memory here.
I'm not saying.
Okay, don't say my favorite memory as a Giants fan is. Do you have a favorite Tom memory?
I think just seeing, I remember that first year vividly, the 2001 year, and seeing him come up and come just completely out of nowhere, and just how it built as that year went on. And,
yeah.
The story was so fantastic, just coming completely out of nowhere as that 6th-round pick, and doing the unthinkable, leading the Patriots to a Super Bowl win. It was, we look at the Patriots as this dynasty now, but then that was a team that you never really thought was going to win a Super Bowl anytime soon, and for him to do that was just it obviously set the table for everything to come after. But it was I think that's what stands out to me the most is the way he started, and even then though. You didn't see it going where it went, and it just speaks to, obviously the work he put in, the character he has, all of that stuff.
He's going back there, and then it's just like it's like the precursor to the Hall of Fame in a couple of years.
Yeah.
In Canton, and what that will be like. But I think there's something about this being, it's different than even other, the Mannings and the greats. This is the greatest. Like it means something. It means something more for this one. I wish I was there. I will be, I'm not an appointment viewer. I don't watch much, but I will watch this because I think it'll be that special. And I do think it's for Boston. It's for New England. It's for them. They're not advertising it as this big. It's for sold out stadium. Game 3, Celtics. Like, sure, watching it on your phone, but like, I don't know. I think it's because I worked up there too, but also just the drama. Yeah. Like you saw like some of the roast, like what's the, the dynamics are so freaking good. Is Bill going? Does Bill go to this?
Great question. He has to. I would think he has to, right?
There's like a red carpet. There's a red carpet thing. Like Kraft is doing the. Look at how great. There are 200 players coming in. Like they're pulling out all the stops. Everyone shows up for Tom. Everyone loves Tom. I love Tom. I wish I was in New England tonight. Okay. Oh God, what the hell is this? We have EJ Speed coming on the show. Very excited. What are you excited to talk to EJ Speed about? I want to talk to Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to hear. I just love
doing anything to not get to this next thing. Go ahead.
I love his journey too. A guy that you don't see players sit for as long as he had to sit. He's behind Darius Leonard, Bobby Okereke. 4.5 years into his career, he finally gets a chance to start and crushes it. I think he's, he may not be a household name everywhere yet. He's going to be with what he showed over those last 6 weeks for the Colts, and I'm excited to see what he can do with a full year to start.
Did I ever tell you that I beat Bobby Okereke at Papa Shot?
No.
I did, and he knows it. Okay, let's get to this. We have EJ Speed on the show. Guys, who hits the first basket tonight in Game 3? I'm going to put my thoughts out there, but if you have any thoughts, I'm getting a lot of Drew. A lot. Yeah. What do you think? I mean, obviously, don't give your answer yet, but I'm getting it. Basically, explain first basket. It's a good bet on FanDuel Sportsbook. It's easy. It's quick. You don't have to suffer through the whole game, and I like that it happens right away.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite NBA bet on the Sportsbook. I know. He's just explaining what it is so people can tweet.
Yeah, so
no problem.
So you're just betting on who's going to score the first basket of the game. It includes, if it's a free throw, it includes that. It's just whoever scores the first points in the game. And Drew's a good choice. He's been red hot in these finals so far. Obviously has finals experience too.
A lot of Kyrie. Kyrie burned your girl.
Yeah,
but you know what? Kyrie likes to do that. So maybe he'll bounce back. Kyrie's not a bad one.
Yeah.
I see Risky Business MC has submitted a bet slip for Kyrie to hit the first basket, guys. We're doing this on social. We're going to talk about it a little more throughout the show. But if you want some bonus bets potentially, I would go over to our socials and check it out. So we're already getting lots of, oh, this is fun. We're getting bet slip. This is fun. Are you going to pick one too?
Yeah.
Oh, you're picking one too?
Oh, yeah.
You don't have the same one as me?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, everybody listen, we love a great deal. There's a point in this show where my desk was facing this way, and I would take scissors and grocery inserts and look for deals of toilet paper and Bounty and things when I would screw you guys on parlays, and I felt bad about it, so I thought I'd give you guys other values. I like a value. I'm a coupon girl. So let's take a look at some of the favorite values that we dug up. We are so good to you. We love the sports book. We love you guys wanting to play on the sports book. So let's do it. It is time for What's Your Deal? What's your deal? Let's start with the quarterbacks, okay? Here it is. FanDuel Sportsbook dug up some fun things. Who will throw for the most passing yards this season, okay? Let's look at the odds. Tua at plus 1,300, fifth on the list, which seems a little strange considering he led the league in passing yards last year. Him and Jared Goff are so slept on. It's so stupid. This offseason, all he did was lose a little weight and add Odell Beckham Jr. Like, I guess he didn't do very much to add to that already stacked receiving corps. It's waddling all over the place. What do you think?
I like that one because, as you said, he just did it last year, and and that was with Waddle and Tyreek banged up for a good chunk of the season. So if he gets those guys fully healthy for a year with OBJ, I think he's got a good shot to do it again.
Can I see that again? Can I see those odds again? So plus 1,300 for him, plus 12 for Jared.
Yeah. And Jared
Joe?
second to him. Yeah.
Joe?
I mean, with Jamar and T, he's got to be in the mix.
We highlighted the wrong guy. I love Tua. Dolphins fans, love you. Listen, these are pretty good values here, these last three.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with any of those.
Do people just not think Tua did that? We should do a man on the street. Wheelo and I should go do that.
Yeah.
See who led the NFL in passing last season and see how many people don't say Tua.
That's a great call.
Maybe we should, Wheelo, text me if you're down for that over these next 3 weeks. Wanna not have fun and go do that with me instead? Great. Okay, we're digging up some other, so that's a great one. I'd say the Tua, the Burrow, did they change the color on that? Mid-thing? Did you guys, wow.
Oh.
Fonse. Okay, what's your deal? What's your deal? If you're looking to take a flyer on an MVP, and why wouldn't you be on June 10th?
12th.
June 12th. Oh, boy.
A few days.
What's your deal MVP style? Screw the quarterbacks. How about this guy? Year of Christian McCaffrey. I think he's getting married this weekend. He's the Madden cover boy. He's amazing. His odds are plus 5,000. Christian finished third last year in MVP voting, ahead of Brock Purdy. A non-quarterback, I know, they haven't won since MVP, the MVP since Adrian Peterson did it in 2012. Could this be the year, Hammy?
It could. He was so close last year. Lamar kind of caught fire at the end of the year and ran away with it. But CMC was right there. It was a legitimate debate going into the final month of the season. So, and as you said, everything's coming up McCaffrey right now. Chet Hanks kind of saw this coming.
Do we have the other MVP odds? Do we have a list of those? No. Oh, okay. Why not? Who's? It's Lamar or Patrick?
Patrick is.
I'd like to know who else is in the mix.
Patrick is the favorite right now.
Patrick's the favorite.
Yeah. Which, coming off of 2 Super Bowls, it's hard because the narrative matters so much too. And that's why he won it 2 years ago, losing Tyreek and having the season he had. That was the narrative. Like, he showed he could do it with that Tyreek.
Why plus 5,000 odds? It's just disrespectful, though. It's a little disrespectful.
That's a major long shot, yeah. And I think it's because of the running back thing, but...
Year of the McCaffrey. I talked about him last night. I was like, I think it's his year. And he's had his, not that he's not had his year, but imagine what a better year could even look like with him. I think it happens. Okay, let's do another quarterback prop bet. Why don't you set this one up for me?
All right, so right now, Jordan Love sits at plus 1,500 to finish the regular season as the league leader in passing touchdowns. He had 31 last year, which was second to only Dak Prescott. And, he kind of got off to a little bit of a slow start in that first full season as a starter. As he threw those 18 touchdowns over the second half of the year. So with another year under his belt, building chemistry with those young receivers, I kind of like Love at plus 1,500.
I mean, the Packers are going to the Super Bowl. Like in my.
So Packers Texans.
In my opinion, somebody was trying to clown on me and say, what receivers? They don't have lots of receivers. Like, no, the whole point is that they do.
Yeah.
And now they have a healthy Christian Watson. And now they have more chemistry. Like, don't you guys understand how cool it was that they did it without much chemistry? First time together, these like young cats come together and ride out. And now they're hanging out, which is what did I ask for? Season ended and I said, I better see Jordan Love kicking it. I want to see fishing trips. I want to see FIFA tournaments. I want to see like whatever. And they're doing that.
Yeah. And
trips to the Oval Office, salute, like whatever needs to happen.
Yeah, and LaFleur's talked about it, how much of a difference it makes when your quarterback's there at the off-season workouts and working with these guys and the chemistry they're able to build. And as you said, they were the youngest group of skill players in the entire NFL last year and did what they did. It's only going to go up from here.
So he's the passing leader in passing touchdowns, and he sits at plus 1,500. Great value. Yeah. For Jordan Love. Like, you're welcome, everyone. Okay, let's go to the Falcons, because the Falcons head coach, Raheem Morris, was asked about his plan for Bijan Robinson yesterday. Take a listen to this.
In the simplest form as you can possibly make it is get the ball to Bijan as much as you can in as many ideal situations that you possibly can. For him, he's so talented, you don't want to limit the things that he can do, but you also don't want to water it down so much that he's not doing anything that he can do great, right? When you get the ball in his hand, he makes people miss. He gets extra yards. He's able to fight for extra yards. He breaks tackles. He's fast. He's explosive. He's strong. He can do so many things. You can get overwhelmed sometime, maybe as a play caller or even as a designer. But for him, I really think he enjoys the whole process. I think he compared himself to that Christian McCaffrey role. And if we can get anywhere near the great player that Christian McCaffrey is, I think we'll all be pretty excited.
Well, I think Christian McCaffrey's going to win the MVP at plus 5,000 odds. So if he's saying Christian McCaffrey and get him the ball, I'd say it's pretty great value for Offensive Player of the Year. Take a look. He's sitting right now at plus 2,500. I mean, his coach is saying, get the ball to Bijan as much as you can. I'm loving that. And this is a great value. And I'm not understanding. I need to talk to these dudes who are setting this stuff with their abacuses and stuff. Like, what? I understand your TI-89 calculator, but this is too good of a value.
Yeah, and especially now, Zach Robinson coming in as the new offensive coordinator from that McVay tree. And as you like to talk about all the time, like we saw with Kyron Williams, when those offenses are humming, it's all run game, built around the run game first and establishing their run. So they get Bijan going and really feed him the ball this year.
Are they top 5 most intriguing team to you?
I think so, absolutely.
Like top 3 even? Like give me your most intriguing team this year is, I would say, Lamar and the Ravens. Love the Ravens. Ravens, I just want you to know that I love you.
They're up there. I think it's the Ravens are up there. The Jets with Rodgers and the unknowns there, and
super intriguing. That's got to be team. Probably more than the. Okay, yeah. Got it.
But I think the Falcons are right there too, because you have the Cousins factor. You have Raheem Morris getting his second act as a coach, and I think a lot of it.
In Chicago.
Yeah.
Those would be the 5.
Yeah.
Also, Justin Herbert and Jim. You love Jim more than I do. It's wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are some great odds at plus 2,500. Let's do one more here. FanDuel's got really nitty-gritty. Like if you're what I would define as the sick pup category of FanDuel Sportsbook stuff, there's really specific props. And we love this one for Saquon Barkley. Plus 1,700 for Saquon to score 4 more touchdowns against the Giants next season. I didn't know this existed. And that's in 2 games, of course.
Yeah, over the course of those 2 division games, division matchups, 4 touchdowns.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't need it. Yeah, they have all these fun specials there when you go through it.
So it's a special. So it's 4 touchdowns against. I mean, you got to think Sirianni is going to be like, "Here you go, babe. Go, goal line, get it done."
Of any head coach,
he'll have 3 in one game.
Yeah, he's gonna feed him. He's gonna feed him down there. He's gonna
2 through the air, 1 on the ground in one game, and 1. That's what does it get that specific? I'm sure it does. Game to game.
Yeah, game to game you can do that. Yeah, for this special it's just 4 total touchdowns. But yeah.
Do you think, as my fellow Giants brethren, do you think the Giants have even accepted that Saquon's not there yet? You do?
Yeah. And
I don't. I think it's not going to be till week 1 where it's like, that he's not there.
Yeah. I think it's a motivating factor for them, given how it all played out. And I'm excited to see too. I know, it's not the name that's going to be as exciting as a Saquon, but Devin Singletary had a great year last year. He's there now, and he's going to be filling that role. It's going to be an interesting year for the Giants too.
What's your deal? Values? Take a look, guys. This is what we came up with. We should do this more often. I like this. It's because it makes it easy. It's kind of, you got to really go in and play with the app and sort of figure out what's where. The specials tab is a secret place. You got to go find it and check it out. I love that Saquon plus 1,700. 4 touchdowns against the Jets. Just a fun one.
Yeah.
And we don't even know what weeks they play, but I don't care. That'll be super fun. Bijan, offensive player of the year at plus 2,500 yards. A disrespectful plus 5,000 for Christian McCaffrey's MVP. I'm taking that all day. Tua plus 1,300 for most passing yards, which he did last year. And no, he has Odell. Weird. And then Bijan plus 20. What did I miss? Jordan Love, most passing touchdowns at plus 1,500. There's your what's your deal values as far as FanDuel Sportsbook is concerned. We are going to be back, guys. We are going to talk a little NBA. We're going to talk a little Game 3. And I can't wait to talk to EJ Speed on the show right after this. We love a Colts linebacker. I bet he knows about my Okereke shellacking. I did. I played him in big heels. Lefty. Were we doing something in this one?
During the break? No.
Okay, I definitely want the Brady thing cut up from the break and out. Richard, who do you think is performing at the Patriots thing? Boston. Okay. Thanks, Kat. Do you want to do some California driver? Want to do some quiz me? Do you have any questions?
Let's see. So you legitimately have to take your driver's test?
Kat, do I have to take a driver's test? A written test.
Written test. Oh.
Now the big joke here, of course, is that you think you can beat the system and you can't because I have never taken the driver's test.
And
I know, but I famously have never taken the written test. I famously have never.
A terrifying driver.
A woman named like Gail or something at the DMV in Missouri didn't ask. She just said, "Do you have your Illinois license to return?" And I said, "No, because I never had an Illinois license." And then she said, "Okay, look here." Not a lifelong struggle, but it's been a journey of me thinking I could get away with never taking the driver test. And now here we are. Give me a question.
Hold on, I'm looking.
Here's a really dumb question. This is like that question about like our marathons. This is exactly the same question is the marathon longer in that thing, that trend that's like, is the marathon longer, different lengths in different cities? Are there different rules in California? Is it federal or is there state rules?
Yeah, state rules.
What's the difference
You ready for a question?
Yeah.
All right, you may drive off the paved roadway to pass another vehicle. A, if the shoulder is wide enough to accommodate your vehicle. B, if the vehicle ahead of you is turning left. C, under no circumstances.
Under no circumstances.
Let's see.
You can't go on the shoulder.
Yeah, under no circumstances, you're correct.
Booyah. Give me another one. You got 20 seconds. I mean, I'm going to fail if you're the one training me. Come on.
When approaching a railroad crossing with no warning device, the speed limit
with
is...
no what?
With no warning device at a railroad crossing. The speed is 15 miles per hour, 20, or 25.
25. Let's EJ Speed. Get the F out of there. You can't be slow. You got to go.
You're correct.
Let's go! Let's go! Welcome back to the program. My next guest going into his 6th NFL season, all with the Colts. It's rare these days that guys stick around on the same team. College, NFL, they bounce around. No. And why would he leave? Why would they let him go? He's coming off a career year where he racked up over 100 total tackles last season. And I don't see EJ Speed slowing down anytime soon. Hey, EJ.
At all. I'm not slowing down anytime soon. You was right. What's up, though? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm really good. What is June like for you? Like, obviously, there's mini camp and all of that, but where are you in your process? Have you calmed down from the season? Are you just thinking fully about training camp? Where are you?
Coming off OTAs, it kind of feel like a training camp in general. So it's kind of like now I'm like grounded. You know what I mean? Got the off-season shenanigans out the way. Now it's time to like really lock in and get to like getting set up for what we got to do. You know what I mean?
Does Coach run a tough camp? Is that what you're saying?
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. We did our thing. It wasn't too crazy, but it wasn't easy either. We didn't get any violations, so that should tell you.
Oh, that's good. Would you pass a driving test, a written driving test, if you were given it right now in Indiana?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't pass it nowhere, actually. I wouldn't pass it nowhere. I do not drive by the rules. I'm sorry, I don't.
You don't drive by? Okay, we're not going to put that out there.
I say that live. I say that live. I don't drive by the rules, but I don't drive crazy either. But
okay, good. That's what I want to hear. You're not passing nobody on the shoulder.
I'm not like a 2 hands on the wheel, 10-2 stickler, like with a signal light. I'm not that.
Okay, you had a tough training camp, but you're not hurt and you feel good. You're ready to go. I do need to know, though, what hurt more recently, getting this Kobe tattoo or David Long making you wear Dolphins colors yesterday? Which hurt worse?
The Dolphin color. I found a coat tat immediately when I got off the plane. Yeah, exactly.
What happened here?
Yeah. So I went to go see my dog. He had a celebrity softball game and a football camp. So I went to his football camp, and I flew back in for the celebrity softball game. And I asked him, like, hey, what colors we wearing so I can, match the shoes, have a little drip out there. He was like, oh, we got Dolphin jerseys. I'm like, he trying to set me up. I know this. So I kind of like Ubered to like 3 stores and found like a fan shop with a close hat. And yeah, I got it right.
Okay, well, you look at, where's that tattoo? Is that on your leg?
Yeah, it's on my leg. I can't really show you right now. I got on sweats, and it's like peeling bad.
Really?
So,
well,
yeah, it's ugly right now.
It'll heal up. I think that's amazing. Both things are amazing. Actually, not the second one, but we like you in Colts colors. We're happy you're here on the show, and you big timed me. I mean, I think we tried getting you all season, but you were too busy having the season of your life. Like you were.
I know, right? I was locked.
You were locked in. Can we talk about it a little bit?
Trying to make them playoffs.
EJ.
I only been to the playoffs one time. Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yeah. I'm just saying.
I only been to the playoffs one time 6 years ago.
Is that irk you? Like, I feel like.
Nah, definitely.
Listen, nobody's talking about y'all, and I just hope that they don't. And I hope you just come smack everyone in the face, because I think you might, especially with your quarterback back. Everyone's sleeping on the Colts more than any other team in the NFL.
Definitely. If you look at our roster, we really match up well against a lot of teams. Yeah. There's a lot of teams we match up well, so we'll see. You know what I mean? Week 1 coming up, we'll see.
Yeah. Do y'all match up well against the Texans, EJ?
Yeah, look, you trying to start it up already. You want to get into it right now? You want to get into it right now?
Yeah.
No, we actually match up very well versus the Texans.
Okay, explain that to me. Tell me how.
I mean, I'm on the field. Let's get that clear. I'm on the field. And then, you know what I mean? We got our guys. They made some big moves in the offseason, though. I give them that. Yeah. But, you know what I mean? I got a bone to pick with the Texans, so we going on my hammer.
What is the bone? What is the bone to pick? Because you have them week 1 in Indy. They're coming.
Yeah, they said I didn't make any plays, so I guess I gotta put the proof in the pudding, huh?
Yeah, and CJ Stroud likes to talk.
Yeah, that's his thing now. That's his thing. He like to pop his shit. I mean, can we say he got a right to?
No.
Yeah, play that. Yeah, is that the play? That's the play that I didn't make. That's the play I didn't make right there.
Oh, can we show the play that? Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah. That's the one I
so
made.
Weird because that's the only one that we have. It looks like you are in fact making a play.
Yeah, it looked like it. Duck your taco.
Yeah.
There it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one.
So what is that? What is this doing to you? What is this whole, like, I wouldn't call it, there's some smoke here, podcast-wise, between you, Zaire Franklin, and CJ. Where did it come from, I guess? So we all are, was it week 18?
Yeah, probably week 18. We said something on our pod that was kind of like directed towards CJ when TY came on. I'm sure somebody got the flip, but after that, I don't know if it was like took offense or if it was just like, a friendly like wager to week 1. But yeah, we'll see, man. Week one, we'll see. I'm kind of done talking about it, to tell the truth. It kind of get me riled up a lot.
Yeah, I gotta say, it doesn't sound like you're done talking about it. But I just wonder when y'all are on these podcasts and everybody has their, the Kelseys, and is at one point, is it gonna, like, does it motivate you in a great way? I mean, CJ said, Indy hates me already and I love it. Like, I wonder if your coach or their coach or is gonna say, stop with Micah, stop talking, stop doing this because it's more detrimental than beneficial, no?
For who? Who's it detrimental for?
I don't know. Do you get motivated by talking? Like it sounds like
Nah,
it.
definitely.
Oh, okay.
Definitely. This a physical game, a trash talking game. You should hear the stuff that's said on the field. You gotta like tune into the mic'd up. Mic'd up's way crazier than a podcast. So yeah, you gotta tune in.
Yeah, I think I would like to. Sounds like I need EJ Speed mic'd up. Week 1, week 2, week 3. You looking at this schedule that we have outside of week 1, and then the other game against the Texans. What other game are you really looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to Green Bay, actually. Josh Jackson is actually one of my favorite running backs in the NFL. I like playing against Josh. And then playing Bobby and Matt Adams in New York on the 29th. That'd be a good matchup, playing former teammates.
You against Okereke.
Yeah, that'd be lit. And then who else? I love playing the Jags, actually. The Jags is always a good team. And playing Matt Eberflus in Chicago. Dang, I've been in the league a long time. It's like every game I got something to look forward to.
I think that's great that that's the truth. I think that's amazing. Well, I want to get back to your season because it was the best in your entire career. 100 total tackles, 3 forced fumbles, a sack on C.J. Stroud, I believe, and you had to wait 4.5 years. I shouldn't say had to. You did wait 4.5 years, but you got to develop with linebackers that you can't wait to face, like Okereke and Leonard, before you became a full-time starter week 12 of that year. So how did that experience being around those guys help shape you?
I don't think I waited. I'm a guy that accepts my role. So my role at the time was special teams, and I went full-fledged into it. So I didn't look at it as I was waiting to become a starter. I looked at it as I was in the mix of what I was. So, but to allude to what you were saying, I did become a starter in my 5th year, and I excelled at it just because I wasn't too hooked. I was hooked on it, but I wasn't like, you know what I mean. I didn't feel a certain type of way or anything like that when I wasn't starting, even though I knew I was capable. I just put my head down and just, work. And plus, it was guys that was very worthy of the starting position, like Bobby and Darius and Anthony Walker and Zaire when they was, you know what I mean? Those guys are top linebackers in the league. So it wasn't like I wasn't behind a dog. You know what I mean?
No, 100%. And I think, the situation got, it was God. The timing was right. You didn't have to wait. I shouldn't have said that, and I'm sorry. You averaged, once you took over full-time, 10.2 tackles a game. It happened the way it was meant to. 3rd most in the entire league, EJ.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. How is the contract year playing into your approach?
It's just like every other year. I prepare for the season the same way all the time. Off season, just go in and put myself through the battle so the season will be easy. I always look at it like that. I continue to do that. I don't really too much care about it being contract year or whatever year it is.
Anthony Richardson. I said the Colts are slept on. Anthony Richardson very much slept on, had an injury, so people sort of forget. But there is this sort of, he's got like this larger-than-life superhero, tall-tale stuff about him. I'm hearing all this buzz, his arm strength, his athleticism. Same thing when he was a college player, all of that. I saw it before the injury. Do you tell me what it's like practicing against this guy? Paint that picture for me.
It's like something that it's like playing like an elite quarterback every week, but you're doing it in practice. Like it's different type of elites when you play quarterback. Sometimes you play pocket passes, you have more of an easy game, you can hang on your hooks and all types of stuff. But kind of like Lamar, but Anthony, he like stretches the field even in practice. So in practice, you got a 3-play rep, but you didn't chase AR 30 yards downfield. Now you got to line back up. It's kind of like playing a dual-threat quarterback dang near every day. So, and the things that he can do, man, the throws that he can make, it's like crazy. He rolling to the right, throwing back to the left, so you got to stay on your P's and Q's. He actually brings like the plastic drills, all that type of stuff, man. He brings like a different type of element to the defense that we're going to be ready for during the season when we play quarterbacks that can get out and stuff like that. But he's a great guy around the locker room also, down-to-earth guy. You come in competitive. You can play all the shooting game. Like played on the shooting games. He'll pop out, go to the gym and stuff. Which he be in a YMCA hooping. So yeah. So he's just a great guy all around, man. I'm glad we took a chance on him in the draft for sure.
What did you learn about him through the injury? Because it has to be hard. So much hype. He wants to be out there. I've heard really good things about how he's carried himself even in that moment. What did you learn about your quarterback then?
I've learned how humble he is, man. He kind of had to take the back seat and help Gardner Minshew and give Gardner Minshew the driver's seat when that happened. And I know he was looking forward to having his rookie year, and he was doing good. He came out and won his week 2 game versus the Texans, and he was on a roll, man. It was just unfortunate. He made a few plays on some good players. I think he made a play on LA. I mean, in LA, when LA played us at home, that was crazy. He threw over I forgot, how can I forget the legend? But he threw, how can I forget his name? But yeah, he threw over a guy for a tud, and he was just on a roll. And when he went down, he worked as hard as he can to get back. And it's flourishing now. And I think this season we're gonna really be able to see who he is.
And we'll see who you are. Of course, you got a contract year. It's kind of hard when you put something like that out and then you got to top it, you know?
Yeah, not really.
Okay.
Not really. You think that's hard? You topping it. Look at your show. Look how you doing.
Oh,
you got better numbers.
With the compliments.
Like I'm saying, you got better numbers last year than you got this year. So,
yeah.
You know, to win the second round.
That's true, but I didn't have 100 total. I didn't have a career year last year. Like and it is hard. It is hard to sort of build on that. But you'll have a good start there starting week 1. Sounds like.
For sure, I will.
EJ, so nice to get to talk to you. So nice to. I don't know that have we met before. I don't even think we have.
I don't think so. You'll be around this year. We'll see each other.
Okay, maybe I'll see you week 1. It sounds like a game I should circle on my calendar.
Nah, definitely. Come to it, please.
Okay, appreciate you, all that you do, everything that's going on, and know that I think the Colts are going to go a lot further than a lot of people, so let's do it.
For sure. Love, thank y'all for having me.
Love, thank you, EJ.
Hey, tune into the trenches, too. Tune into the trenches. Everybody tune into the trenches.
Okay, we got the trench members on the show. What do we got? What do we got coming up? Give us the plug.
The members, I mean, we dropping every Friday. We got our thing going. It's me, Zaire, Tim, Jada. Just come. We talk our noise. We do what we do on the show. We talk. Our music takes people have been talking crazy about our music takes right now.
Like what?
And I don't like it. I told them I said something. I said that Alicia Keys and Beyonce is neck and neck when it comes to music. I said that.
Did you say neck and neck, or did you say you prefer Alicia Keys? I think that's what I heard.
I didn't say that. I would never do that to the Beehive. But I said that they were neck and neck. I don't think it's that much of a fall off. And now I'm being crucified. But it's cool though, because people don't know the Alicia Keys behind the piano. You know what I mean? With the braids going down, the Empire State of Mind, Alicia Keys. I ain't gonna get into it out here. Tune into the show.
She's got the voice. I don't know if
what you think?
I mean, I'm in love with Alicia Keys. Like, I think she's a perfect human. Like, I think she's beyond gorgeous and striking, and like she's somebody that is like aspirational to me, more relatable even almost. Like more, I don't know, but that's not about their like star power. Beyonce for sure. I feel like I don't know.
Do you think she gets the respect she deserves?
No.
Alicia Keys.
No, but I'm not comparing her to Beyonce. That's your. Don't you try to put me in this corner. Hey, what's your Taylor Swift take?
Actually, I'm a fan of Taylor. I like Taylor.
Okay.
And when people was, I don't know when people was going crazy about her being at the games, I was actually on her side. I liked when they put the camera on Taylor, but you know that's neither here nor there.
Would you go to a Taylor show? Like, how much do you like Taylor?
I don't think I would go to a Taylor show. I think I would watch it live or whatever like that. I don't think I would go. It's not really my.
I have to show you this. If we have this picture before you go, Tom Brady. I know Tom Brady's going to be in the booth this year, whatever. Tonight's a special night in New England. You've played Tom Brady. What's your Tom Brady memory? He's, they're inducting him into the Patriots Hall of Fame. Everybody's going to be there. I don't know if Bill's going to be there, but this is going to be a huge deal. Sold out stadium. What's your favorite Tom Brady memory?
I guess it would just be the one that I had with Tom. I was lining up off the edge. I wasn't a starter then, so I only played like 5 plays against Tom. But that was the first time I was starstruck during a football game, for sure.
Did anything
I was
happen?
like year 2. Yeah, I was young. No, I didn't even get to him. I just lined up on the edge. I rushed the edge. He handed the ball off. And think it was a game for like a yard. And I just sat there like, yo, really Tom Brady, yo. Yeah. And then after that, I was trying to sack him, but I never got to him.
I mean, you can't write the history of Tom Brady in the NFL without
one of my teammates, Isaiah Rodgers, got an interception from Tom. He still got the ball. Like, he held that ball all the way home from the plane, everything.
He's sleeping on the ball every night for the next
definitely. It's that real for sure.
Did he have Tom sign it?
I don't think he did. I think he was just kind of like, too, like, lit about it.
Yeah, I
didn't, like, think that. Go get him to sign it.
I get it. Okay, EJ Speed, thank you for the memory. Thank you for the talk. Like the little retrospective. You seem to have made a play on C.J. Stroud. You seem to have taken him down. I don't quite understand what's going on. But we look forward to it. And go get paid. I know you're saying you're not approaching it differently, but enjoy your year of getting the bag.
For sure. I got you. Love.
Thanks, EJ. I wish I was cool enough to be like, love. When I say bye to people, imagine if I was like, love. Nope, doesn't work.
You just hang out and walk away.
Okay, we'll be back right here, guys. Check out, the Trench. EJ Speed, delightful. Love talking to him.
Yeah.
He was so fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, he's a personality for sure.
Okay. Okay. Can you run that back for me? Okay. I think this shot isn't the greatest shot for the social, for the anything like that we put on. So when we do the first basket, it's got to be to Cam and then cut to Hamilton's Cam. Okay. Bringing him in like this just doesn't look good. We're two people on up. It's just not a good look. I know. But I think, yeah, on the air I wouldn't do it for this. Okay, you, me, and top three. What person? Let's do it. All right, time for you, me, and top three. Today, let's give you the top three supporting casts in the NFL in no particular order. Let's go to Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins. Tua has, come on, he's got the great supporting cast. Both of his leading receivers, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, returning in 2024, both of whom finished over 1,000 yards receiving last season. Miami adds Odell Beckham, the panache, the pedigree, the flash, the sure hands of this Super Bowl champion. Plus, Tua has the Raheem Mostert, Achane, 1-2 punch out the backfield. Those two combined for 1,800 yards and a whopping 28 touchdowns last year. Next step, How about the Niners? I mean, come on. Brock Purdy's got it pretty nice out there, doesn't he? Christian McCaffrey, year of the McCaffrey, Madden boy, led the league in rushing. Wide receiver Brandon Ayuk, a true number one, so important, pivotal. Tight end George Kittle. Kittle had 1,000 yards, and we don't even talk about it. Nobody's talking about it. Just a casual 1,000 yards for our George Kittle, who blocks his ass off, too. Deebo Samuel continued his dual threat ways, 7 touchdowns through the air, 5 on the ground. Friend of the show, hat tip. And how about the Niners drafting Ricky Pearsall, friend of the show, in the first round? Purdy's so rounded. Everywhere he looks, he's got talent. Who's he going to throw to? Let's scheme it up. Kyle. And finally, Jalen Hurts. Big addition of Saquon. Huge thing. Sorry, Giants fans. Look away, look away. He joins the Birds after putting up 1,200 all-purpose yards for the Giants for the second year in a row. Hurts has 2 number 1 receivers in A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, Heisman man, both signing extensions this offseason. They love each other. Jalen loves them. Let's go. They 2 have accounted for over 5,000 receiving yards and 32 regular season touchdowns since 2022. And he's got Goddard, a nice little O-line, even though Jason's not there, in the mix. There you have it, guys. My you, me, and you. What is it? You, me, and top 3. Let's do first basket. We're doing a giveaway. It's game 3 tonight. Mavericks, Celtics, Boston up 2-zip. We're doing first basket. All that means on FanDuel Sportsbook, who's going to, once it starts, get it going. This is super easy. All you got to do is make your selection of which player you think hits the first basket. We've been approved to pick 5 winners to get 100 each in bonus bets. All you got to do is reply on Twitter, our show post. I'll amplify it with your screenshot of your first basket bet slip. So that's all you got to do, and then we will DM you and maybe hook you up. So put your bet slip below right here, and here's your choices on who you want to pick. I got to say, I'm going Luka. You don't have to. You're not gonna. It doesn't give you better odds to win the bonus bets if you pick him, but I like him at plus 550. He has scored the Mavs' first basket in 2 of the last 3 games. He's at home. Imagine he's down. He's gonna want to come out swinging and firing. They're down 2-zip, so we love that. Go and find, guys, the first basket bet. Give me your bet slip on Twitter. Maybe I'll retweet a couple, but we'll definitely hook up 5 of you with $100 bonus bets. And thank you, FanDuel, for doing that for us.